Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Outer Rim Cantina. My name's Alan and today I'm here to talk about Star Wars, the Acolyte, and why it is my most anticipated Disney Plus Star Wars project. So recently, Leslye Headland, the showrunner for Acolyte, did an interview or a Q&A with the AV Club, where she talked about her love of Star Wars and where she's been drawing her inspiration for the show and, what she kind of appreciates most about the franchise and the content that exists in it. And it just really blew my mind how much she gets Star Wars. Like, there are lots and lots of creators that get Star Wars. I mean, that's why films like Rogue One did so good, is because the creators get Star Wars. But then there's also films like The Last Jedi, who, while the creators get Star Wars and they love Star Wars, it doesn't always land right with all of the fans. And Leslye Headland recognizes that and realizes that, not everybody is going to like every little piece of content, because Star Wars is different for everybody, and not everybody is going to see it in the exact same way. And like me, and what I'm always saying in, all of my YouTube videos, basically, is that Star Wars is different. There is no right or wrong way to view it, and that is what I like best about the franchise. And that is something that Leslye Headland understands completely. Like, she grew up watching the original trilogy, and then she said when she was in middle school, she read, the Thrawn books, and got kind of into the Legends content, but then kind of fell out of being into Star Wars when she was a teenager. She moved states right around the time when the prequels were coming out, and she didn't, really connect with them as much as she connected with the original trilogy, which is the way, a lot of fans felt back then. And then when YouTube and social media and the internet became more accessible to more people, it became more popular and all that kind of stuff, then she started getting into YouTube videos and fan fictions and all of the stuff that, I'm doing now, and that lots of other people that love Star Wars do, and she loves that people do that. She loves that Star Wars is this franchise. Well, it's more than a franchise. Star Wars is this thing that can connect so many people, and that so many people can get so many different things out of it, and it's just, I'm just so glad to finally see a creator for some new Star Wars content really get that, really understand the fandom in all of its intricacies, and recognizes it in all its aspects, not just the super positive, but also not just the super negative. And all in all, it just has me even more excited for what we're going to see in The Acolyte, because she also has a lot of different people in the writer's room for it. And she even said there's one writer that has never seen Star Wars up until they started working on this project. And that is great. Like, you hear the headline that, oh, this person is writing Star Wars, even though they know nothing about it, and you think, well, this can only end badly. Why would they want to work on this project and not know anything about what they're working on? Well, when you actually get into it, right, they haven't seen Star Wars up until this point, but when they started working on this project, then they started watching all the movies, trying to understand it and all of its different aspects, and they're coming from a different perspective than other people in the writer's room, Leslye Headland especially, who have been fans of Star Wars for basically their entire lives. It's good to have different perspectives, different viewpoints, and different interpretations of these stories that people like you and me have, come to know for our entire lives, basically. Like, I know that Star Wars has been a part of my life for as long as I can remember, but I still appreciate when creators can come at something as monolithic or massive as Star Wars and, come at it with a fresh set of eyes, because that is how we get the best content. Like, when George Lucas was writing Star Wars, or when he was writing the prequels specifically, he didn't write the prequels based around, well, what do the fans want to see? He didn't base it around what he'd already done with the original trilogy. He based it around new things and what he wanted to do next, and where he could take the story next while also connecting it to the original trilogy. That's how Rian Johnson made The Last Jedi, is by taking inspiration from other forms of media, other films, other movies, but also Star Wars stories, to create one of, in my opinion, the best pieces of Star Wars we have gotten since the Disney acquisition in 2012. And it's the same case for The Mandalorian, right? Jon Favreau, massive fan of Star Wars. He's been a fan of the original trilogy, basically his entire life, but he also took inspiration from other forms of media, other genres of movies and TV, and he had other writers that have unique perspectives on different things, and it all made a wonderful and fantastic show that pretty much the entire fan base loves. I really don't know that many people that do not like The Mandalorian. So all of this is just to say that I'm super excited for The Acolyte. I am super excited that Leslye Headland is working on it. I am super, super glad that she is engaged in the fan base. She recognizes the fan base. She understands it in all of its aspects, and it's just gonna make for a great show, because it's actually going to be new. It's going to be set in a brand new era, hundreds and hundreds of years before the prequel trilogy, or before anything else we've seen explored in canon media before, and that just has me super, super excited. So I cannot wait to see what they do with The Acolyte, and I can't wait to learn more about the actual content or story of the show, but of course we're going to have to wait a while for that. But that's pretty much all I had to say in this video. As always, I would love to know what you guys think down in the comments, and if you enjoyed this video, I would really appreciate it if you dropped a like, as those really do help a small channel like this, and consider subscribing if you want to see more Outer Rim Cantina content in your subscription feeds every week. That's all the time I've got for today. I hope to see you back here in the Cantina next time for another Star Wars video. Until then, may the Force be with you.